What's up, everybody? Brightest Day 727 back with another video for you. I know it's been a while since the last time I did some kind of video content. I apologize for being absent for a little while, but, you know, sometimes life gets in the way. We don't always have the time we want to promote to these hobbies or, you know, side hustles or whatever people decide to do YouTube for. For me, it's a hobby. So if my content doesn't come out as quickly, you know, as some of the other channels, just bear in mind that I'm still over here trying to create content. I'm still over here trying to live my normal life outside of the mask. And I'm still trying to entertain you guys. So when these videos come out, I do hope you guys enjoy them. It might be a little inconsistent until I get better equipment and, you know, more stuff going on. But as for right now, you know, I'm out here trying to make some content, talk to you guys, and today I actually have a really special video for you people. We're going to talk about one of my favorite music artists of all time. And with this particular artist, there's some controversy, there's, you know, some gaps. A lot of people really haven't even heard of this particular artist, but that's kind of the point of my channel. Like, I want to shed some light on some of the music that I love, some of the movies that I love, comic books, video games. You know, this is what this channel is all about. It's Brightest Day, baby. So anything that I enjoy, I'm going to try and translate into these videos for you guys. So today, we've been doing a lot of music stuff on this channel, okay? And for me, music is very important. Right now, here today in this video, we're going to talk about an artist that you guys, well, some of you guys probably have never even heard of, but again, it's my channel, Brightest Day, baby. So we're going to talk about something that I like, and for this particular video, I'd like to talk about my top 10 favorite Q Strange songs of all time. Now, some of you might not be familiar. Let me paint a picture for you. The year was around 2000, 2001, maybe. I believe I was a 15, 16-year-old Brightest Day at the time. And at the time, as well as today, I've always been a big fan of the horrorcore hip-hop genre of music. So, back in 2000, 2001, the early days of the internet, my best friend Mark and I, we kind of had, like, competition. Who could find, like, the dopest horrorcore hip-hop that nobody heard of, back in the day. And once upon a time, I wandered over to my friend Mark's house. You know, we sat around, we smoked a blunt, we had a good time. We were listening to this and that. You know, we were both big fans of ICP, Twisted, Esham, the horrorcore artists. But even beyond, you know, the reputable horrorcore artists, you know, there were guys like Esham, there were guys like Tech-9. Eminem even dipped his toe a little bit, like wiggled him around here and there, into the horrorcore genre, like early in his career, which makes sense. Like, Eminem's from Detroit. Detroit in the 90s, early 2000s had a big horrorcore revival, which is hard to, like, even, like, quantify, because horrorcore, like, in essence, and it's debatable too, in essence, you can trace, like, the horrorcore genre of music back to the Ghetto Boys with My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, or, 3-6 down in Memphis. There were guys on the West Coast that were, like, doing the horrorcore thing. It was, like, Brother Lynch Hung and others. But when it comes to the Detroit sound, right? Like, you can speculate as much as you want, but horrorcore as a genre actually exploded out of the Detroit scene on the heels of Insane Clown Posse and Twisted. This is like late 90s, early 2000s. All these things still kind of apply. But I remember one day walking over to my best friend Mark's house. Hater Mark, shout out to my dude, Hater Mark, all day long. But in the early 2000s, I recall walking over to my friend Mark's house one day, okay? And I had like a fresh burn CD with like all kinds of crazy stuff that I found on the internet. This is back in the days of LimeWire and Kazaa and like, P2P media sharing. The early 2000s were like the Wild Wild West of music sharing, media sharing, stuff like that. It used to take you like 2 hours to just download one song, but I spent weeks, literally weeks. One day I walked over to my buddy Hater Mark's house, and he clued me into who Q Strange was, okay? And immediately, I was like, this is fire. This is some of the best music I've ever heard. When it comes to horrorcore, okay, when it comes to, like, the horror artists that, like, actually try to carve their niche into that genre of music, there are a couple names that will always stand out. Of course, your ICP. Of course, your Twisted. Of course, your Tech Nine. Of course, a little bit of Eminem. Of course, Brother Lynch Hung. Of course, Insane Poetry, and this cat, and that cat, and these people from that area, and whatever. I was introduced to Q Strange. I believe I was 15 or 16 years old. And from the moment I heard his music, I was just like, this guy is absolutely one of the best, if not the best, horrorcore artist I've ever encountered in my entire life. So, there are a lot of reasons that I love his music. Like, he's got aggressive lyrics. At the time, he was very controversial. Like, some of the stuff he would talk about, you really... It wasn't socially acceptable, which made his music very edgy, and really easy to, like, latch onto, especially as, like, a young adult, trying to find his way in the world, figuring out where he fits into stuff. I heard Q Strange, and I was just like, that's my guy. Like, straight up. At the time, not a lot of people knew who he was. Again, we were, burning CDs, off of Kazaa and off of LimeWire and all this stuff, and I could find only so much Q Strange music at the time, because he was still relatively unknown. But, his beats, his production, the fact that he was an independent artist that not too many people knew about, like, it drew me in. And for me, like, I instantly fell in love with the gimmick. I didn't even see this cat in any kind of pictures or anything. I just heard the music for years, and I was like, Q Strange. If you don't know about Q Strange, I'm here to educate you today. Q Strange is probably, in my opinion, the greatest underground hip-hop artist of all time. And today, I would just like to shed a little light onto who Q Strange was as an artist, give you guys my favorite songs rundown, plus a couple of honorable mentions, because I really couldn't trim it down too much, but you're gonna find out when checking out this video that a lot of the songs that I enjoyed from Q Strange's career, they're kind of older. He does have more music beyond the stuff that I have mentioned in this list, but if you're looking at Q Strange's career, alright, we're gonna start really early. When he was 14 years old in Providence, Rhode Island, he recorded his first demo, okay? At 14 years old, that's kind of impressive. I don't know how, or what particular year that fell into, but by the time 1997 rolled around, he released his first demo. I believe it was like 9 songs long in 1997. It was the Decayed Thoughts album. And there's some pretty good songs from back then. You could tell that he was kind of rough at the time, but for the fact that he came in, did what he did, and the music was pretty good, like, it drew a lot of people in. And again, it was like 2001 by the time I heard any of his music. He was mostly relevant from 1997 to 2012. He had a pretty good career, dropped 4 studio albums, I want to say, plus like 3 mixtapes and just a couple singles here and there. Currently, I haven't seen anything about him like releasing new music, but for the hardcore, dedicated horrorcore fans, Q Strange is probably the best artist, in my opinion, that's ever done it. Literally, ever done it. And today, I'd like to go down a list with you guys and just talk about some of the best songs that I've heard from his albums. And again, it's going to be a lot of early work, because I want to say around 2010, 2012, like, Q shifted his style. He wasn't as gritty or underground anymore. Like, he kind of shifted off into like a country rap thing or something. I never really gave his Scumbag Superstar album a fair shake, because the stuff that I heard from it, I just really didn't like. So, when we look at this list today, it's going to be a top 10 list, but it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be like his first 2 albums, a couple singles here and there, you know, just some different stuff to kind of get you familiarized with who Q Strange is as an artist. Oh, by the way, bonus, I'm not copyright claimed right now. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I can maybe play some of these songs for you guys in a little bit of snippet form and not get taken off of YouTube, because they're not paying me yet. So, you know, let's do this damn thing. I've got a list of my top 10, and that's important, because everybody's list is going to be different. My top 10 Q Strange songs of all time. Plus, I've got a couple honorable mentions in here for you, and we're going to go ahead and, you know, get into the list. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I actually put a lot of effort into this list, a lot of effort into this video, and hopefully I open a couple eyes to check out Q Strange, because Q Strange is literally my favorite horrorcore artist of all time, and in the past few years, I've learned that not a lot of people know who he is. So I hope this list educates some people. I hope I turn a couple people on to his music. Dude's a fucking... He's like the... Okay. He's like the Beethoven of horrorcore. You know what I mean? Like, his cadence, his speech, his voice, his delivery, the beat selection, you know, just everything that Q Strange does is admirable. And for me, as a young man coming up in the world and trying to find his place, like, I latched on to Q Strange. I loved his music. I still love his music to this day. And I really hope that some of you guys check out how phenomenal all his music is. A little side note, that all the songs I'm going to be talking about on this list are available on YouTube, so you can check them out after you leave this video. But watch this video to the end, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff's important. So, with all that in mind, and without any further stalling for time, I've got my quintessential, see what I did there, my quintessential Q Strange top 10 list. A couple honorable mentions. It's going to be a fun video. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Let's get into it now. Q Strange top 10. Here we go.
The underground bastards of hip-hop, like rip-locks, deep sick parts and zip-locks, and kids punching each other when this brutal march pit starts. We taking out the mainstream, each and every artist. I'm on a murder spree to kill them all, yo, regardless. All these simple cats snapping their fingers, leaning back. I'ma snap their fucking necks and two-step over their backs. Hey, look, I really got Akon on a hook. Literally, in my basement, kid is hanging on a hook. Swanging and dangling on a chain, cut in half. I put T in pain when his brain got splattered. Hit Justin with a timber, dumped his ass in a lake. And I ain't done, it's just begun. The underground is at stake. It might blow up, but it won't go. It might blow up, but it won't go. We might blow up, but we will never go. Kicking wicked shit until my cold heart stops. It might blow.
Moving into our honorable mentions now, I gotta start off with probably the most popular Q Strange song out there. It's a song called Pop. Now, Pop was released on a compilation album put out by Psychopathic Records sub-label Hatchet House back in the day. There's a compilation of a bunch of underground acts. Q Strange was involved in this album, plus a slew of other great artists. If you haven't checked out the Tunnel Runners album, you should go check it out. As far as Pop goes, it is, like I said, you know, the most popular Q Strange song. I'm sure some of you have heard it, if you have checked out the Tunnel Runners album. It's definitely not my favorite song, but it's a solid song, and it's a really good introduction to who Q Strange was as an artist. So, I definitely think that Pop deserves to be in the honorable mention section here, and we're going to get into the next one, which, I mean, just for how funny it is, it deserves a spot on this list. So, this is Buy My Friggin' Album, Bitch. Check it out.
I'm a dope MC, but a shitty self-promoter. I'll sign a contract for a holdie and a shoulder. I'ma use force like as if my name was Yoda. Buy my shit quick, man, just do what I told ya. Can't work for a living, gotta eat off this. Plus I got a crib and a wife and a kid. I'ma shove it in your face till you purchase it. Just buy my friggin' album, bitch.
I love that track. It is so insanely funny. It's a great beat, there's hot lines, it's a solid song. It does have some good humor to it. Buy my friggin' album, bitch. What more can you say? It kind of speaks for itself. Moving right along, we're going to get into the next one, Return to Strangeland. It's a good one, check it out.
strange land. The crazy, wicked killer is scumbag. Is racing up out of the grave and I'm here to reclaim for the comeback. I know that it's just been a little bit of hot minute since I was in it. I admit it, taking riddance, gonna fit it. And I didn't mean to leave it. Or it's people, but it's evil. I keep all over my soul until I need to make a sequel. The place I used to rule is being claimed by false titles. Not the title of an album or a song, it is my child. It's all I have that makes me anything to anybody. And without it I am nothing, I won't let you take it from me. I'm the king of strange land till the casket is dropped, while the biter goes pop like a jack in the box. You gasping in shock? Didn't think I'd blast any shots? 151 rum, have a glass of the rocks. You stacking the guap, I'm still a scumbag of the wop. About to serve you like that waitress I just grabbed from your arm. Strange land, built it with my bare hands.
Return to Strangeland is admittedly a Tech 9 diss track, and it was kind of a silent beef that happened back in the day. Q Strange got a little butthurt over the fact that Tech 9 had the Strange Music moniker for his record label, and there was like a debate about who's the strangest. I mean, all that aside, the beat and the production are really good. It felt kind of like it was about to be a really big push for Q Strange with this track. Like, this album was more of a return to form for him, return to Strangeland. But that push never really happened, unfortunately. But the samples are fantastic, the beat is fire as hell. I really appreciate this song, even though it is a Tech 9 diss. I do have love for Tech 9, and I think since then they've squashed the beef. I don't really know. Not a huge footnote, but worth mentioning all the same. And now we're going to get into my last honorable mention. This track is called Rejection, and we're going to listen to it now. Check it out.
She probably only diss guys that got money, but I'm a nothing, I'm broke and I ain't got shit. She wouldn't go with me if life depended on it. Well, maybe, I wonder, she might give me your number, cause she don't know I kill people, she don't know I'm evil. I'll do it, I'll give it a try. I walked up and I stared in the deep blue eyes. I said, hi, how you doing? And you looking really nice. I was hoping that we might get together one night. She's like, yeah, that's really sweet, but I'm with someone already. In fact, I'm engaged and I'm planning a big wedding, but she really loves me, she just don't know it yet. So then I said goodbye and I jet. But what's he got that I don't? I need to find out. So later on that night I go and wait outside her house. Expensive ride pulls up, but look who's there. Mr. Perfect, perfect body, perfect face, perfect hair, perfect life, perfect piece of shit, perfect night to kill him. I run up.
I love that song. It's very, like, emo Q Strange. What you're gonna notice when listening to a lot of Q's music is that he runs the gauntlet on negative emotion. You know, a lot of bitterness, a lot of sadness, betrayal, anger, you know, stuff like that. It's probably one of the first Q Strange songs I actually ever heard, and one of the reasons why I fell in love with his music. Like, it's relatable, it does touch on those sad topics, and it just goes there. But really in depth. Unfortunately, this song is a little too close to another song that I have for the top 10 proper, and that's why I'm putting it here in the honorable mention section. Fantastic song. I really recommend you check it out. But now we're going to go ahead and get into the top 10 proper. I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've ever heard of Q Strange or any of your favorite tracks. Leave them down in the comments. And we're going to get into the top 10 list now, so here we go.
Wyatt taking the stage like right now. She drags me on over, but for real, I'd rather chill at the bar with my drink, but fuck, what the hell? Kicking into one spitting, twice shot, and shit's loud. I can't believe the people in this fucking bitch crowd. Yo, they got some pyrotechnic, shit starts to spark. Haha, stupid asses, now there's flames on the backdrop. The show must go on, so they keep playing. Some dude with an extinguisher keeps on spraying. But wait, holy fuck, the fire keeps on spreading. The band stopped playing, and everybody's heading to the exits. Well, fuck it, at least I'm out early. Now I can go home and bang this fly girly, right? Pain is intense and I can't take a stance. The burning flesh and hail smoke fills my chest. I guess this is death. How I left I can't stomach. I see a bird, leather jackets and flaming bullets. The pain is intense and I can't take a stance. The burning flesh and hail smoke fills my chest. I guess this is death. How I left I can't stomach. I see a bird, leather jackets and
Flaming Mullets. I mean, the song itself is fantastic. It's satirical, but it's really dark humor. The track is based off of the station nightclub fire of 2003, where Great White was performing, and there was a fire on stage. Unfortunately, it did claim the life of 100 people and injured 200 more. So it was a catastrophe, but with Q Strange, that kind of controversy is basically, you know, like his bread and butter. Nothing's off limits, you know what I mean? Either everything's okay or nothing's okay. Q Strange went ahead and made the track. It's a fantastic track. I love the rock beat to it. I love that in a morbid way, you know, he did tie in the real world tragedy to a great story. You know, being inside of the venue while everything's going down and people are scrambling and stepping over each other. It's just like the mental image, you know what I mean? And if you've ever watched the station nightclub fire footage, because there is footage that does exist out there, it's really graphic. You can absolutely feel what everybody is feeling in that scenario. There's a lot of tension, you know, people are scrambling for their lives. And Q Strange takes this tragedy and flips it, you know what I mean, and makes it a really entertaining song. I know it's a little jacked up to think so, but I love this song and I can't help it. So, for me, that is my number 10 Q Strange track of all time. We're gonna roll into the next one now, so check this out.
I was drifting down the road by this old abandoned mansion. I thought I'd duck inside when I seen this ill van kid. The shit had orange flowers and was painted bright green. In big letters it said it was the mystery machine. They got out the van and headed right into the crib. A big Great Dane with some nerdy looking kids. I snuck in behind so I could see what was up. I overheard them talking about unsolving mysteries and junk. They gonna spend the night. Should I stay and mess with them? Nah, fuck that. I'll stay and fucking kill them. It was getting mad late, so they all went to their rooms. Soon I'm gonna go through and follow them too. I snuck up the staircase slowly, and it was creaking. The rotten wood beneath me making noises sounding creepy. Down the long hall there was a night suit of armor. I put the shit on and I proceeded with the horror.
That is a song called Q Strange Caper. Now, obviously, it's a Scooby-Doo parody, which is a great song concept. I still haven't heard anybody to this day do something similar with the concept from Scooby-Doo. And I love that, you know, it's taking a beloved children's franchise, again, flipping it on its head, turning it into a murder mystery. Q Strange is an innovator when it comes to this sort of thing. And for me, like, the samples are great, it's super fun. It's a great horror track, and I can't believe it took as long as it did for somebody to do this type of song. For me, it's just a lot of horror fun, and I mean, that makes it spectacular. So, Q Strange Caper is my number 9. We're gonna get into number 8 now. Check this one out.
Take much just to make a brother happy. All I need is love and honesty. That's really all I'm asking. All I did was give the world, while all you did was give me hell. I could tell it was out of love you fell. In an instant I'm wishing that I could just erase what you did. It haunts me every day and I just can't find forgiveness in my heart because you crushed it in a million fucking pieces. All I see is how you walked away from me so easily, like it was no thing. Acting like as if you just had no ring. Maybe I was boring or just too controlling. Whatever, I didn't deserve that fucking crap. I'm on the brink of insanity, about to fucking snap while you out just doing your thing, partying and lying. I was changing diapers, I was worrying and crying. I'm sick of all the shit, no more sitting and relaxing, cause I've had a fucking enough and now it's time for some action.
Love Me the Way I Love You. Okay. This is a romantic song from Q Strange, if you can believe it. In his version, anyway. It's basically about a very relatable situation. We've all been in bad relationships. This is more great storytelling by Q Strange. What I love about his music is you can actually, like, when you listen to it, you can visualize it in your head the entire time. Maybe not his most lyrically strong track, but, you know, it's incredible. And I really, like, anytime I've ever been screwed over in a relationship, I could put this song on and maybe not feel better, but you know, just have a way to express those negative feelings that I'm going through. And that's one of the reasons why Q Strange is one of my favorite artists of all time, because he can hit those notes. He can, you know, relate to you. He paints these pictures, and you can kind of insert yourself into them. You know what I mean? So Love Me the Way I Love You is my number 8. It is a great song. And you're, again, this is my top 10, so you're not going to hear me say, oh, this is a bad song. These are all fantastic songs. But, for the sake of the top 10, I had to structure them a certain way. I fucking love this track. It is so good. And we're going to go into number 7 now, a little bit more of a hype song. I think you're really going to like it, so check this one out.
Yeah. Yo, right now I'm gonna bring it back. Bring it back to the essence. Call it what you will, man. Some call it horrorcore. Some call it wicked shit. Whatever you call it, that's what I'm repping. So y'all. Back in the day, before computer mics and Fruity Loops, it was select groups keeping it weak and check the ropes. I remember back when I started spitting that sick shit. A handful of acts that could rap I could get with. I started making party tracks with JD about the same time the Twisted Kids moved out the house of crazies. Hit it big and left the ROC to flip the scraps. Together they linked up to form a new breed, that ain't the half. Cause up the block, man, it was Bedlam. It was madness way before Prozac linked up with Project Deadman. KGP, your capital G, man, they was getting down in the D. Unbeknownst to me, but they stem from the underground sound of Esham. Pioneer of wicked rap, and out there he was the bomb. A whole new scene, I was just finding my niche in, but now I'm taking it back, no more whining and bitching. The whole scene is dead, I'm the last living zombie. Resurrect the dead till I got a whole army. Together, we gonna take the game by storm. Reppin' real wicked shit, we ain't gotta.
That was Resurrect the Dead, a super hype song. Basically a horrorcore anthem. You know, the track tells the story of horrorcore from the beginning, back in the day. References a lot of OG acts, you know, Project Deadman and Bedlam and Insane Poetry and, you know, just all kinds of different acts from back then. The hook is one of my favorites. It's such a banger track, and to be honest, I couldn't make my top 10 list without including Resurrect the Dead, and it's just one of my favorites. That's why it's number 7 on the top 10. We're gonna get into number 6 now. It's gonna be a little bit more somber, a little bit more, you'll see. Here we go.
watching you eat, knowing you're home and I know when you leave. And I don't know your name, but you know I will real soon. Cause I'm digging through your trash and your mailbox too. And sometimes I'm in your house when you're at work or out, masturbating to your photo in your soft silk blouse. You must wonder where all your underwear disappeared to. I scare you when I stare through the rear view. In my car while I stalk you, watching who you talk to. Who the fuck is that? Some dude that just parked you? Oh shoot, it's cool, my time will come, see. Cause no matter what you do, you'll never get rid of me.
You'll never get rid of
That was Never Get Rid of Me, number 6 on my top 10 list today. I love the build-up to the sinister beat. More great sampling and production. The lyrics really make me feel like he's talking from personal experience, like he went and did these things to a former significant other. The song structure is perfect, literally perfect. And I can't listen to this song without getting chills. Literal chills. All over. Like, it's just so creepy, so sinister, and so good. And that's why it's number 6 on my top 10 list of all time for Q Strange songs. We're going to change gears for number 5. It's going to go into that emo territory I was talking about in the honorable mentions. Because this next song is so strong, I couldn't include Rejection because it just didn't measure up with the emo Q Strange stuff. And you're going to hear what's going on with it. This next song is called Eternal Bliss. Check it out.
Understands or even cares if I just live or die. There is only one way out and I am not afraid to take it. It's the only way I see it, suicide. Happiness is all I want, but I am trapped by misery. And no one understands or even cares if I just live or die. There is only one way out and I am not afraid to take it. It's the only way I see it, suicide. Happiness is all I want, but I am trapped by misery. And no one understands or even cares if I just live or die. There is only one way out and I am not afraid to take it. It's the only way I see it, suicide.
This kid's mom died when he was just 15. Left with his pops, but pops was a dope fiend who didn't give a fuck about him. He even thinks that he'd be better off without him. He goes to school with no friends and he mad for. He misses mom even though she was a crack whore. Comes through the back door so dad won't see. Cause after school at 3 he gets greeted with a beating. He has to go around with smelly clothes and no socks while other kids rock Nikes and Reebok. He's not happy with his miserable existence. Sometimes he has the urge to just say good riddance. Screw up around drugs but never thought about trying it. Try not to become a product of his environment. He try and sit and talk to his pillow like a psychiatrist, screaming into it, why did she have to die? Mom was in a program to get off the stuff. I guess she wasn't ready or strong enough. But if she was alive that wouldn't be good either. Cause dad used to beat her every day and mistreat her. He hates his father but it's all he has left. He doesn't want to live but he's dead. But maybe he thinks that he'd be better off dead. He grabbed a paper and a...
So, Eternal Bliss is more than likely the very, very first Q Strange song that I ever heard. It's extremely personal and you can feel the pain in his words. He wrote this song about his mother who died of a drug overdose when he was real young, and it really hits home when you listen to this song. Like, really listen to this song. It's some of his best work, and to be honest, I couldn't make this top 10 list without putting Eternal Bliss on there. Yeah, it's a downer song, but as you've been exposed to throughout this video, Q Strange has some real downer music, but it's beautiful, and I really recommend this song. It's freaking amazing. Eternal Bliss is great. So, with that, we're going to get into our top 4, and this next one, it's a remix of the original version, but I happen to care for the remix a little bit more, so here's my number 4.
Yeah, lyrical Lord. I used to know. Man, that's bullshit. I'm one of the realest MCs out here.
Scaring ya on my street throughout America, causing hysteria, panic up in your area. I bury ya in a shallow ditch, and I piss on the grave that I made with a shovel and a pick. Cause I'm sick in the head and you dead in the hole. My goal is to molest your soul that I stole. I'm an asshole with absolutely no remorse. I'm forced, I wouldn't cross through your mutilated corpse. Of course I have no pity for another human life. I might take a rifle, blow your lungs out, windpipe, take your wife and put my hands around her trachea. I'm making her, call me fucking puff you when I'm raping her. I'm taking her into the chamber and I'm breaking her fingers off one by one just for fun. Let her run through the woods so I can chase her like Blair Witch. You scared bitch, I ate your man stick in a sandwich. I'm careless, but I'm happy you're dead. I beat you down with a bloody garbage bag full of legs. I'm grabbing your head so I can see you crack like an egg in the back of a shed. You ain't fighting, you have to be dead. The last one who fled, he got grabbed by the dreads. He caught a knee to the head and then got wrapped in my bedspread. I then said, dummy, why'd you want from me? Now you gonna die cause my blanket got bloody. I locked him in the crawl space under the stairs for months, but to him it seemed like hundreds of years. And he was laying in his urine, his bowels and his vomit. He screamed all day, he begged for me to stop it. He wants me to end the torture, but I ain't. He'll stay down there so he starves and dehydrates. I'm killing at a high rate, stabbing your eyes 8 times each. I bring a new meaning to blind date. I hate this whole fucking planet. God damn it, I'm stranded. I ain't got Jack, son, like Janet. I can't stand it. Yo, this life is a waste. I'm liking the taste of all the guts and blood on my face. I fuck in the face, all up with the shit I throw it up. Off the top of my ill mind, you I'm caught up in my own insanity. I'm paying the penalty, but I'ma blow your mind just like President Kennedy.
Lyrical Autopsy is such a good song. I specifically prefer the rock remix track, although the original version is really good too. It's got some of the best lines and bars. I mean, it's so sick, and it, you know, kind of cements Q Strange as a horror icon in music. So I love Lyrical Autopsy. I hope you do too. We're gonna get into the final 3, y'all. It's this list was so hard for me to actually cobble together because I love all of these songs kinda equally. But these last three are my absolute favorite Q Strange songs. I can listen to them at any point in the day, for any reason, and I will just enjoy it. Here is my number 3. I hope you guys like it. Here we go.
You don't know where to shut your mouth. Sometimes I wanna punch you out. Keep running that fucking mouth, but sit here and just shut you out. But I can only listen to that bitching and that screaming only so long till I'm possessed by the demons. And I snap and I grab a stupid bitch by her throat. Then I'll smack that broad silly. Yeah, I crack fucking holes. Yeah, I know. What a tough guy. He hits little chicks. Damn straight, she talking shit. I punch that bitch in the lips. She ain't man, woman, or child. Ain't nobody disrespecting me. Grab a spoon, give that bitch a homemade hysterectomy. She getting me vexed to the point of no control. Close fist, hit that bitch all about her throat and nose. You should be fucking thankful that I even date you. Instead, you so ungrateful. I swear to God, I hate you. I doubt you even faithful. Bitch, I don't care what they do. You talking shit to me is dangerous and sometimes fatal. At the beginning, it was lovey-dovey, mushy stuff. Now it's like I swear you really wanna get your pussy punched. That's right, bitch, what? Wanna keep talking tough? Give you a fucking uppercut to your cunt, you dumb slut. I wanna tap that ass. Don't come up with these excuses that you tie it on the rag and your ass still got bruises from the last time I shoved the mop handle in your rectum. Even your mom was like, girl, you got to learn to respect them. If she shows.
And that was Slap That Hoe. Admittedly, this song is super misogynistic, but I find it hilarious and very entertaining. The hook is simple but effective. Great lines and storytelling again. This is why you listen to Q Strange. I mean, he can make you laugh, he can touch on some emotional points, he can just rap like a beast. This is what Q Strange is all about. And I know that I might catch a little flack for putting this song so high, but it's just a really funny song. It's super good. I love it. This is Slap That Hoe. I mean, come on, slap that hoe. You know what I mean? She showed disrespect, slap that hoe. Not how I really feel, but it's funny. It's super funny, and it's my number 3. There you go.
with it, this talent I'm giving. Didn't know how to keep living, so I just started to killing. Sick in the head when I'm sinning, ill and infected. I'm sticking my knife in you when I'm grinning, sitting and thinking of quitting, but I continue my mission. Listen to voices here within, saying it's just the beginning. Don't know what's really pretend. It's hard to decide when the mind is divided and hiding from the reality. Battling the evilness inside of my mind. Is it dying? I'm crying, I'm trying not to lose it. Confusing, abusing, I'm losing your skull until it's oozing. I'm choosing my weapon, I'm getting, I'm setting, I'm letting aggression setting, and then it's just heading to my nerve endings. Can't take the pain no more. Stain the floor with blood, guts, and crazy gore. Waiting for the day God repays me for all the simple things I did that He hates me for.
I don't know what to tell you about Symphony of Sickness. Symphony of Sick. There's a little debate on what the actual title is. I prefer Symphony of Sickness, but some people call it Symphony of Sick. I think on the album, depending on which version you get, it might be either. So, Symphony of Sick is my favorite horror track from Q Strange of all time. It's so intense. Everything from the beat, to the samples, to the lyrics, to his voice, to the cadence and delivery, and production and sampling, and like everything about this song is perfect. This is the quintessential Q Strange song, and if you like horrorcore hip-hop, you need to hear this song. But I do have one more that is very near and dear to my heart. And if any of you guys know me personally, or have seen any of the stuff that I've done musically in concerts, you might have been able to see this one coming. But for the uninitiated, here is my number one favorite Q Strange song of all time.
I'm catching more wreck than drivers for AAA. They should call you Chucky cause your lyrics is child's play. Try to pray to God that I'll come back. There's a better chance of seeing a kid in play come back. I run rap, you run clap, so what bitch, I done that. You nothing but talk, acting more shady than sun hats. I got that type of ill funk, you like the hot shit. Step into the cypher, turning it into a mosh pit. I rock shit with the hot shit, never stop this. Making you bounce like a hot bitch that's topless. It's nonsense, bring it to me dirty like a laundromat. Perpetrating at your will like a hypochondriac, please you.
That's right, guys. My number one favorite Q Strange song of all time is, for people that know me, absolutely no surprise, Head Nod Shit. Head Nod Shit is the best Q Strange song, in my opinion, and I do have a nostalgic reason as to why. Granted, you know, and you've seen it on the list, he's got some better songs than this, but for me, this is my favorite Q Strange song. It's bouncy, it's fun, it represents his character, and it's got that edge, and the lyrics just really go hard. Love the beat. For any of you guys that know me outside of YouTube and know that I myself had a music career for about 20 years or so, did a bunch of shows, opened for cool people, blah blah blah, all that's unimportant. What is important is that one of the staples for my performances, when I would go on stage and do stuff, I would cover this song. I would cover this song all the time. And at the time, you know, again, not a lot of people knew who Q Strange was. I saw it as a way for me to expose people to his music. Never actually recorded it. That got released anyway. But I would cover the song all the time. I love this song so much. It puts a smile on my face every single time I listen to it. And that's why, for me, it is the number one Q Strange song of all time, Head Nod Shit. Now, with the top 10 list out of the way, I would like to do something special for you guys, because at the end of my video, We've talked about, you know, all of my favorite Q Strange songs. And again, there's so much more. I couldn't cover everything in one video. This video's actually gone on way longer than I meant for it to. And at this point, because we're talking about my favorite Q Strange song, and reminiscing on the fact that, you know, I would perform it, I'm going to cover it for you guys right now. What do you think about that? So, without further ado, here's a little impromptu concert performance for you guys. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to get into it right now. This is Head Nod Shit, performed by Outbreak, aka Brightest Day 727. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and let's get into this. Oh shit. Here we go. Yeah. Can you feel it though? So bouncy. Here we go, y'all. Yo, I'm catching more reps than drivers from AAA. They should call you Chuck because your lyrics are child's play. Try to pray to God that I come whack. There's a better chance of seeing a kid and play comeback. I run rap, you gun clap, so what, bitch? I done that. You nothing but talk, acting more shady than sun hats. I got that hyper built for you like shit. Step into the cypher, turning it into a mosh pit. I rock shit with the hot shit. Never stop this, making you bounce like a hot bitch. It's topless, it's obsessed. Bring it to me dirty like a laundry mat. I'm perpetrating that's real like a hypochondriac. Please, can't touch my skis. All of my nuts like I'm a dog in y'all fleas. You ain't with the keys unless they for your Plymouth Breeze. So why you wanna front punk, y'all ain't off the keys. I'm known to rip microphones and get blown. Blast chromosomes on your girl while you home alone in Roman zones. Trying to do my thing and make some provolone. Hold my own cause I'm more connected than a mobile phone. Trying to see me stone, I'm just high on my own. Just like the calzone, it's amazing. At the rate I'm taking them out, even the DC snipers like, damn, settle down. It's just one of them damn days. I'm on a rampage. You get crushed like you were stuck in the traits and the stairways. Been through more Hellman than mayonnaise, and I got more rhymes than Don King has bad headaches. Got a little bit of good, but then again I think that it was just misunderstood. I said what, I like the heat, then I heard it's hot in hell. It ain't my fault because I've been through more shit than cotton hell, yo. I don't wanna rhyme about the hoes and the stars. My name's Outbreak and I'm rolling with the squad. And all I'm trying to do is just make your head nod. Don't wanna rhyme about the hoes and the stars. My name's Outbreak and I'm rolling with the squad. And all I'm trying to do is just make your head nod. Immortal baby coming back with a vengeance. You MCs are rapping and I got perfect attendance like a superintendent. I'm just handing out these attention to you remedial rappers that need special attention. I'm blessing the mic like it was sneezing and shit. And while you out running game, kid, pleasing your bitch. I wanna blow up, yo, just get paid lovely. Yeah, yo, fuck Raymond, everybody better love me. Crazy that rich, just from dropping one whack booty radio hit. I'ma keep ripping these rhymes until you bastards are just sick of me abusing the mic like Chino Rex abuse a simile. A crazy white kid was on a cursing in his verses. Not the next Eminem, should have been the first kid. I ain't smart enough to get a hookup with Drake, but I did get a hookup with a hooker with AIDS. But anyways, I'ma just be a flowing MC. I'm like ERE, nobody ever noticing me. I'm like, it's just a hobby, but it should be my career. But I couldn't give a shit if I had mad diarrhea. I'm just happy with my little solid fan base. And yo, I got more lines than George Hamilton's damn face. All over the damn place with this song, ain't got no structure. Ain't about shit, but you don't like it, man, fuck ya. I don't wanna rhyme about the hoes and the stars. My name's Outbreak and I'm rolling with the squad. And all I'm trying to do is just make your head nod. I don't wanna rhyme about the hoes and the stars. My name's Outbreak and I'm rolling with the squad. And all I'm trying to do is just make your head nod. Come on. You know I'm coming with the head nod shit. Say word. You know I'm coming with the head nod shit. Everybody come on. Bit bop, billy bop. Billy bop, billy bop. Cause I'm coming with the head nod shit. You know I'm coming with the head nod shit. No, I'm coming with the head nod shit. Said I'm coming with the head nod shit. No, I'm coming with the head nod shit. Said I'm coming with the head nod shit. Now watch me break it down like this. And all I'm trying to do is just make your head nod. And there you go. That is my top 10 list of the greatest Q Strange songs of all time. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been sweating my ass off in this mask. This is the longest video I've ever tried to put together. And I'm sorry if it, if it ran too long, but I've had a great time making it. I hope you guys had a great time watching it. Like, comment, subscribe. Brightest Day 727. That is my list for the top 10 best Q Strange songs of all time. And I invite you guys to listen to more, leave me a comment, do all the things. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video. Brightest Day 727, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.